Hi all, got a special scissor here, got a Matsuzaki with a special type of a pivot system. So this one looks like as if it's a flat screwdriver, but it's actually a UFO screw, but it's got a very unique feature with the UFO screw is that if you undo the UFO screw portion, and you'll notice that it still has a flat, that's actually a split screw, but it still won't come apart. So what you have to end up doing with these ones is you have to take flip it over. They're actually threaded in to the other blade. So when you go to assemble these ones, you actually have to set the tension with the threaded screw before you put the locking screw on. You don't find them very often. It's only typically on this one type of shear that has this configuration. See that it's nice beveled edge because the screw itself is a beveled cup. But like I said, the one blade is actually threaded, and you have to, when you reassemble it, you have to put the screw back in and thread it in and set the tension, and then the UFO nut plate locks the screw so that it basically is a no adjustment screw system. So just be aware of that and share this one unique screw design that is not very commonly seen. I actually have only seen it on the Matsuzaki, and the model that this is on is the Professional ES series. That's it for now. So this is the reassembly of the Matsuzaki scissors. So first of all, turn around and put the washer back in. Apply a little bit of oil to that so that it does provide a little bit of lubrication to the surface. So with these ones, because it's threaded, you can see the threads are all the way on the screw. So a lot of times you have to turn around and set them down and then actually thread the screw into this second blade. To get it started, then you can turn around and so the threading of the screw is what actually sets the tension of the blades. And you don't want to totally secure it. So what I'm going to do with the UFO or the nut is I'm just going to place it in there, and I'm just going to have it just finger tight for now. Once I get to the point where, and because I've just turned around and sharpened this one, I want to do the first few cuts with single tissue to remove the micro burr that remains. And I'll typically do 3 cuts. Now, oil the pivot area. So that it gets lubricated, and it's now to the point where you need to set the final tension of the blade. So now what we'll do is take the screwdriver and test the tension, because the lubrication will cause it to become a lot freer and less friction. So once you've got your tension set, you can see how it is changing a little bit. I want just a little bit more. So once you've got the tension set, take your UFO 2 and secure the nut. So the nut locks the thread. It's like a double locking system where the thread of the screw is locked into place with the nut. And now that sets the tension. You can see just by doing that, it got a little bit tighter. So in this case, to undo it a little bit, just back it off a little bit, and then use the nut to tighten tension back out. They can be very finicky to get the tension just right. So you can see here that it's closing, and I can tighten this up just a little bit more to create a little bit more. So when you've got the nut, you can do sort of like micro adjustments to move the tension point up and down the blade. So that's the Matsuzaki type pivot screw. It's a very unique screw. And when you run across it, what I do like about it is that once you have it adjusted, it usually doesn't need to be any adjustment because it will not come apart until the next time you're called to do sharpening. That's it for now.